Today, we're going to be covering another altcoin that is making serious moves here in the DeFi space. Now, if you've been following the channel over the last week or two, you'll know that we've been covering every meaningful DeFi altcoin in the space. And that's because DeFi is experiencing a moment. It's a magical DeFi bull run where essentially DeFi projects are taking off and almost exclusively DeFi projects are taking off, almost leaving all other altcoins in the dust. We've seen Bitcoin essentially reach a point where it has almost zero volatility. This is pretty much unprecedented as crypto is known for volatility. Bitcoin is known for volatility. It's one of the foremost criticisms of Bitcoin that we've heard echoed over the last decade. However, the last 4 days, Bitcoin's price has barely moved. It's less volatile than most stocks in the S&P 500 right now, and that is bonkers. You can see why people are getting a little impatient and potentially moving funds around into projects that have more mobility. People in crypto are here to move. They're not here to stand still. And given that DeFi has been by far the most productive niche within the crypto environment, it stands to reason that these coins are showing growth in ways that other coins are simply not. This is essentially the hot part of the industry that people are wanting to invest in, that people are wanting to use the products from. And today's coin is absolutely one of the most important coins in DeFi. Today, we're going to be talking about Kyber Network and their KNC token. Now, the KNC token means Kyber Network Crystals, and even though the name of the token is objectively pretty dumb, the reality is the project is very serious, and I believe that it's showing signs of strength, and I believe that this project is due for another leg up pretty soon. Obviously, as I've said in all of these videos about DeFi altcoins, we are investing in some of the most volatile and risky assets possible. At any point, any of these projects could totally collapse. There could be a bug, an exploit, someone on the team could maybe sell, there could be a hack, there could be a variety of situations that lead to the price truly collapsing. However, what we've seen is that this area of cryptocurrency is blasting off. You could participate in some truly astronomical gains if you spread out your bets, and of course, you don't overcommit. I try to make this utterly clear that while we're looking at this potential for upside, there's always the potential for tremendous downside as well. When you approach these types of assets, you need to do so with caution. However, as foolish as it might be to put all your eggs in one of these baskets, it's equally foolish to ignore this trend because it could be life-changing, the amount of gains, the amount of wealth creation that's happening within DeFi. So let's start with the biggest issue with decentralized exchanges. If you've been on any kind of decentralized exchange, you'll probably be familiar with the fact that most of these DEXs tend to lack liquidity. Objectively, they have a clunkier and more difficult user experience than a centralized exchange. For example, when I go on Coinbase, I literally have an Amazon-like experience where I click, sign in, link my bank account, and I can buy there with a beautiful UI. It's pretty easy. I know people don't like Coinbase and their politics, but that doesn't take away from the fact that their user experience is top tier. That's what put them there. Now, when you go to a DEX, first of all, even finding the tokens you want on the DEX can sometimes be a mission. There's also even scams on DEXs like Uniswap. You're not even sure if you're getting the right token, and people are trying to make it seem like they have the right tokens, and you end up buying something that's actually a scam. All kinds of stuff can happen on decentralized exchanges. But even once you jump through the hoops, get your MetaMask linked up, and you're ready to play ball on a DEX, the truth is that your trade might not even get filled. That's the problem with a lot of DEXs, is that you put a trade in and it just sits there. And that's because there's not enough activity on the DEX. Fixing the issue of liquidity, having enough buyers and sellers there that people can get in and out of trades, that is one of the biggest and longest standing issues with DEXs. And fixing the liquidity on DEXs would essentially make it so that people don't have to deal with centralized exchanges. And that is a huge step forward. Historically, the biggest issue with the entire cryptocurrency industry has been exchange hacks. Back in the day, there was pretty much one exchange that you could trade Bitcoin on, and it was called MTGOX, and it was hacked and almost everybody lost their money. And as a result, the entire industry crumbled. It was also right around the time of a blow off top, and it was at the end of a bull run. In tandem with the bear market, the exchange exchange hack pretty much crippled cryptocurrency, most people didn't know if it would ever come back in 2014 and 15. Fast forward years later, we still can't get that stain off of this industry. That hacks could happen to you at any time. And for that reason, moving to decentralized exchanges where you never lose control of your own coins, where no one ever has custody over your assets, that is a step forward where we can hopefully eliminate the plague that has been exchange hacks. But Kyber Network does way more than that. Now, as you can see, Kyber's grown from just 20 cents all the way up to over $1.50, and that's just happened this year. Of course, it was even higher than that back in January of 2018, so it still has room to grow to its all-time high. However, Kyber's growth has grown in tandem with the utility of DeFi. And DeFi has grown as a niche within cryptocurrency. It's not really bringing in new people as much as it's using the people within crypto and using that liquidity to essentially stimulate new and more promising use cases. Kyber ranked as the most used DeFi application in 2019 on Ethereum, and it's for good reason. Kyber is an on-chain liquidity pool that essentially takes liquidity from all these different places and aggregates it so that instant token swaps can be made quickly and efficiently. Obviously, DEXs have failed to live up to their reputation because DEXs are typically a terrible user experience. Kyber came along to solve that, and solving the DEX problem is critical to evolving as an industry. Kyber has over $1 billion in assets traded and over 100 different integrations. It is one of the leading shining stars of the DeFi ecosystem, and for that reason, it is definitely something that you're going to want to have in your bag if you want exposure to this DeFi altcoin bull run. Beyond the staggering usage and the obvious use case here, Kyber just launched what they called Catalyst. Catalyst is what allows Kyber to become a decentralized autonomous organization, or a DAO. This is important. This really just happened last week. And what it allows for you to do is to vote on changes in the Kyber network. It promotes the full decentralization of the Kyber network, and it allows for you to earn fees for staking in Ethereum. Kyber DAO is going to collect fees and distribute them to stakers. So 65% of the fees will go to staking, 30% will go to reserve rebates for Fed price reserves, FPRs, and 5% will be used for purchasing KNC tokens and burning them. So they have a deflationary model, a staking model, and this thing is widely being used as one of the most important utilities in DeFi. If it could get any better and easier, it does, because it's also listed on Coinbase. So it makes it so anyone can quickly swipe their card and get their hands on a few Kybers. You don't need to buy Ethereum, send it to a MetaMask, go to a DEX, go to a different exchange and buy it. That's really the flow for a lot of these assets, and that makes this thing a truly powerful mechanism. And of course, note, these are just initial parameters, these percentages, and if you want to have your own voice on what the future of Kyber Network could be like, you can actually vote with those tokens. And that's what's so awesome about the DAOs, where you have on-chain governance, because things do evolve. Sometimes mechanisms aren't working as planned, or some things are overpowered or underpowered. You want to balance over time, and this allows for a continual upgrading of the protocol. And you can literally connect almost any kind of wallet here: MetaMask, Ledger, Trezor, Wallet Connect. You could know nothing about tech, sign up for Coinbase, literally buy Kyber with the touch of a button, and connect it up here and start staking for rewards right through the Kyber DAO. Pretty awesome stuff, and you can see how powerful this is, that if cryptocurrency is to pop into the mainstream of attention on the investing world once again, the way it did in 2017, and I do believe that moment is in our future, then it's going to be so easy for people to quickly buy something and start earning staking rewards. The word is going to get out that this is a great one to own on Coinbase. I think the upward trajectory for a project like Kyber DAO could be tremendous. Unlike other liquidity pools, Kyber is built completely on-chain, so it benefits from extra security and extra decentralization. It has an all-time high of $6, and it's only at $1.50, so it would go up 400% just to get back to its all-time high. And we've seen altcoins absolutely obliterate their all-time highs, especially the ones here in the DeFi world that are prominent, like Chainlink. I think seeing this token get back to its all-time high is kind of a slam dunk. Obviously, anything could happen in this market. The bull run could stop tomorrow. There are a variety of existential risks here, but if things continue as they are, I see Kyber Network as a continual gainer and one to watch. Compared to competitors, Kyber's features include instant confirmation, operational certainty, and on-chain settlement. They're barely scraping their way into the top 20 here on DeFi Pulse, which is a great website tracking essentially how many assets are locked up in various DeFi projects. And they're here coming in at number 17. They're a very central resource here, and their list of partnerships are as extensive as they are impressive. And they include MyEther Wallet, Trust Wallet, Engine Wallet, Coinbase, Argent, Exodus, Uniswap, Switch.io, Bancor, Aave or Lend, Axie Infinity, DexPay, Syndicator, Nuo, BZX, Fulcrum, and ETHLend. Now, it's important to remember that every single transaction on Kyber network results in some amount of a KNC burn. So it's a very deflationary system that's been created here, which of course, based on the laws of supply and demand, even if demand just remains constant, the Kyber network crystals should, in theory, appreciate in price. If we look here at the 1-year chart of the amount of value locked up in Kyber, we can see that a year ago, it was literally $1 million. And here we now have it at almost, $7.5 million. So we've seen it 700% growth over the last year. And this chart is a beautiful upward chart that we can see continuing to grow with the growth of DeFi. And that's what makes it so exciting for a project like Kyber is it's widely accessible, easy to earn passive rewards. You can see this thing absolutely growing over time with the DeFi space. It's a resource here. And like I said, I want exposure to all the good DeFi projects. This is most certainly one of them. And for that reason, I want some in my bag. Personally, again, not financial advice, but I'm sharing with you my strategies as how I'm playing this. Kyber has the hype, it's got the partnerships, it's got the great tokenomics, and it's widely used in the DeFi space. There are a lot of boxes being checked here for me personally, and so owning a little bit of KNC, especially as it's cooling off and looking like it's bull flagging ready for another leg up, today seems like an optimal day to get a little bit of Kyber. Obviously, the best time to have bought Kyber would have been when it was at the bottom of the bear market. I think that it's going to continue to grow based on all of the evidence I see here. Of course, the bull run could stop, DeFi hype could fade away. All of these things are possible. You should always be prepared for that. However, if this DeFi altcoin bull run continues, Kyber is going to continue bulling with it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I personally see Kyber appreciating easily to its all-time high, potentially even multiples of that. So seeing Kyber get to a $10 token value to me is, utterly logical, right? I see Kyber continuing to grow and thrive throughout this bull run as long as this DeFi hype continues. And to me, the DeFi hype has continued to build steadily over the past few months. And as we enter into potentially a new Bitcoin-driven bull run, the sky's really the limit for a project like KNC. But let me know what you guys think. Are you holding KNC? Are you part of the Kyber network family? Do you guys like this project? Are you even invested in DeFi? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you think I'm crazy, if you think Kyber's not going to go anywhere, you think it's already overextended and it's going to crash, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always curious what you guys think, but I hope this video has been informative and helped you understand a little bit more about a project that I see with tremendous potential here in the DeFi space. If you guys enjoyed it, leave me a comment. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like. And if you're not already subscribed, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click that little bell notification. Thanks again. I'm Elio Trades, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.